Good morning, dear learners. Myself P. Karuna, Assistant Professor, working in Gokaraju Rangaraju College of Pharmacy from Pharmaceutical Chemistry Department. Today I am going to talk about Beckmann's rearrangement reaction, its mechanism and applications. So by the end of the session, the learners will be able to define rearrangement reaction, classify different types of rearrangement reactions, explain the mechanism of Beckmann's rearrangement reaction, interpret the mechanism of various reactions. So before going to the Beckmann's rearrangement reaction, we'll be learning certain terms like what is rearrangement. Rearrangement is changing the position. Rearrangement is the migration of an atom or a group of atom from one atom to another atom is known as migration, or it is known as the rearrangement. So in the example you can see here that W, it is migrating from A to B. Okay, the migration is within the molecule and the bond between A and W is broken and a new bond is formed between B and W, and thus resulting in formation of a new molecule. So W is the migrating group. And there is another term which we need to know, that is living group. So what is a living group? Living group is the one which is completely lost during the reaction. If a reaction is generating a good living group, then the rate of the reaction will be faster. Coming to the types of different rearrangement reaction, generally rearrangement reactions are classified into two types. One is intramolecular rearrangement reaction and the other one is intermolecular rearrangement reaction. So the terms are self-explanatory. Intramolecular means within the molecule, that is the migration is happening within the molecule, then such type of rearrangement reactions are known as intramolecular type of rearrangement reactions. So in the example you can see that W, it is migrating within the molecule and it is moving from A to B. The bond between A and W is broken and a new bond is formed between B and W and resulting in formation of a new molecule. So such type of rearrangement is known as intramolecular rearrangement reaction. So majority of the rearrangement reactions are of intramolecular type, and Beckmann's rearrangement is also an example for intramolecular rearrangement reaction. Coming to the intermolecular rearrangement reaction, intermolecular, that is between the two different molecules the migration is happening. So for example, you can just see here that W, it is migrating from A to another molecule. Okay, it is migrating from A in one molecule to another molecule, and similarly U, it is migrating from one molecule into another molecule and thus resulting in formation of two different molecules. So such type of rearrangement is known as intermolecular rearrangement reaction. So intramolecular rearrangement reactions are further classified into four different types. The first one is migration to electron-rich carbon. If the migrating group is migrating towards the electron-rich carbon, such type of reactions, example is Wittig rearrangement reaction. Then the second one is migration to electron deficient carbon. So here the group is migrating towards electron deficient carbon. Example is Wagner-Mervin rearrangement reaction. Then migration to electron deficient nitrogen. So here the migrating group is migrating towards the electron deficient nitrogen. Example is Beckmann's rearrangement reaction. Then the fourth one is migration to electron deficient oxygen. Example is Baeyer-Williger rearrangement reaction. So in this we are going to discuss about the migration to electron deficient nitrogen, that is Beckmann's rearrangement reaction. So what is Beckmann's rearrangement reaction? It is defined as rearrangement of oximes to N-substituted amides in presence of strong acidic reagents like concentrated sulfuric acid, phosphorus oxychloride, formic acid, phosphorus pentachloride and thionite chloride. So you can just see the example here. So this is the most common example which will be performing in a laboratory, where benzophenone is converted into an oxime, which on further treating in presence of strong acidic reagents like phosphorus oxychloride or phosphorus pentachloride or thionite chloride will be converted into benzanilide. So this is an example for Beckmann's rearrangement, where an oxime is getting converted into an amide and substituted amide. So coming to the mechanism of action, so the starting material, that is oxime. So the hydroxy group which is present on the nitrogen, it is getting protonated and thus resulting in formation of a protonated water molecule. So step 1 is protonation and resulting in formation of protonated water molecule which is forming as a good living group. So now this good living group it just leaves. So when it leaves, it takes the electrons along with it and thus creating a deficiency of electrons at the nitrogen. So simultaneously in this step there is a migration of a group, that is R1 group, whether it could be an alkyl group and aryl group, that is exactly opposite to the hydroxyl group, and hydroxyl group will start migrating towards the electron deficient nitrogen atom. So leaving group and that is dehydration and the rearrangement occurs simultaneously in step 2 and thus results in formation of a iminocarbocation. So formation of iminocarbocation is the rate limiting step. The faster the rate at which the iminocarbocation form, it is the rate determining step. So the iminocarbocation formed will further undergo hydration and thus results in formation of an intermediate. So this intermediate undergoes deprotonation, that is from the protonated water molecule, one of the proton is being lost and thus resulting in formation of an intermediate 5, and this on tautomerism will be resulting in formation of an amide. So you can see here the Beckmann's rearrangement where an oxime, that is N-hydroxyl group, is getting converted into an amide group, that is N-substituted amide group. So such type of reactions are known as Beckmann's rearrangement reaction. So reflection spot. So dear learners, take a pause and try to interpret the effect of electron donating or electron withdrawing groups present on the migrating group on the rate of a reaction. I hope you have written the answer. So migratory aptitude. So what is migratory aptitude? It is the relative ability of migrating group to migrate. So the driving force for the reaction is formation of a stable carbocation. So faster the stable carbocation is formed, the faster will be the rate of the reaction. So the migratory aptitude even depends upon the living group. So if in a reaction it is able to generate a good living group, then that reaction will undergo faster. So electron donating group, if it is present on the migrating group, it increases the rate of the reaction. So why it increases the rate of the reaction? Like electron donating group donates the electrons onto the carbocation, positively charged carbocation, and nullifies the positive charge that is present and increases the stability of the carbocation formed and thus increases the rate of a reaction. And if electron withdrawing groups are present on the migrating group, the electron withdrawing groups take away the electrons and it induces the positive charge, or it intensifies the positive charge on the iminocarbocation and thus decreases the stability of iminocarbocation and thus decreases the rate of the reaction. Coming to the applications, Beckmann's rearrangement, it is used in synthesis of polymers in polymer industry. So here the cyclohexanone oxime, on treating it with strong acidic reagents, results in formation of caprolactam. So this caprolactam is one of the precursors used for synthesis of the polymers. Then second one is the synthesis of paracetamol. So paracetamol, which is an antipyretic agent, so it is prepared from the starting material, that is phenol, and treating it with acetic anhydride and hydrogen fluoride results in formation of para-hydroxybenzaldehyde, which on treating it with ammonium hydroxide results in formation of N-hydroxy group, which on further treating will be converted into an oxime, that is paracetamol. So in conclusion, so Beckmann's rearrangement reaction, it is one of the most important intramolecular rearrangement reaction useful in synthesis of various drug molecules.